Hello, it's me again. If you can't hear me, turn your desktop up. I'm doing the best I can. So I wanted to go over some things that I left out last time regarding stats and badges and whatnot. There was a bit of a dispute on whether defense pierce works in PvE. It absolutely does. The problem is most we don't know the defense of most of the enemies in PvE. They could all have the same amount of defense. We don't know what that defense is compared to ours in PvP. So in PvP, you're going to notice it a lot more as players have 10,000 defense, 15,000 defense. When you're cutting that into a third, you're going to notice it. 15,000 down to 5,000 if you have the 75% or whatever defense pierce. It's going to be pretty large. By the way, I hit 1,000,000 free to play. Awesome. Congratulations to me. Congratulations to everybody around this time that should be hitting a million. So anyway, you'll start to notice it with as they add more difficult content. You might notice it. Someone said they went into Invasion and tried it out, and they absolutely noticed the defense pierce on stage 5 of the Invasion compared to when they tried on Kingtron, which is just a standard raid that we can do at any time. So some of the older PvE content might all only have 5,000 defense for all we know. Does that mean defense pierce does nothing? No. It just means it's not as relevant. So when I was going over some of my stats and stuff, when I was emphasizing why I'm building my cards towards a mix of all stats, and leaving out PvP and supervillain, it's because the defense pierce, even if it's not the most viable in both modes, will apply to both modes, as will total damage. So since I do not have resources to build PvP and PvE meta cards, I go for what I can use in both. This enables me to spread resources out and use them for other things, play other characters, or even just preserving, whatever. So another thing I wanted to go over is that was kind of in dispute was whether badge stats stack. People were saying they don't. I was saying they do. And at first this was in relation to the event badges, and here I will show why. When you equip the full set of the new event badges, the badge set will go into your special stats. And as you'll see here, it actually displays all three. I did the math on my damage in terms of the evasion in stage 5. I absolutely noticed it. You are getting 131 approximately percent bonus to your damage if you have the full set. If you remove a part of the set, you will no longer be getting all of that. You will still be getting quite a large portion, but not anywhere near the same amount. But people were saying, oh, badge stats don't stack, they don't stack, they never stack, they don't stack, you're stupid, you look stupid. You're wrong. That's the wrong badge. I am stupid. But in that case, in terms of these stacking, they absolutely don't. I did the math. My normal snipe, which a Black Widow, a snipe after the ultimate is guaranteed crit. It's an easy one hit, it's an easy gauge of damage. So this does apply to all heroes, not just Black Widow. It's just very easy for the Black Widow to notice because she has that one solid, very easy to gauge one hit. My usual scale of damage on the snipe, on the low end would be about 1,000,000. On the high end, with the crit and the max rate, on the low end with the crit, is about 1,000,000, depending on the enemy. And in the high end of the crit, with the max damage rate, it was about 1.5 million on average. That's my normal set. That is this set here. These are the stats. I'm getting about 1.5 million. Switch to this one, I get about 3.5. Anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5. So in order for that to even be possible, I would have to be getting over 100%, not just the 56%. But this doesn't just apply to the event badges. There was also a question of whether it just applies to the event badges. It doesn't. We'll start clean slate right here. Go to my badges. I have 0 stats. Nothing being added. So let's try dormammu. No dodge on this badge other than what's on it. You get nothing from equipping 1, so it only gives 207 even though it gives absolutely nothing. Here's where people fail to realize that that number scales. That number wouldn't scale up as you add more if it wasn't applicable the whole way. So I add the second one, it gives me 310. So now from battle badges, I'm only getting 0.5. So 300 is approximately 0.5. That means at 900, I will be getting 1.5. At 1800, I will be getting approximately 3%. So let's go and add a third one. Adding a third one would give me, it will give me to the, according to this 400. That's not really enough to make a difference. We'll check here. Battle badges, we're at 0.7 now. Now, unfortunately, I don't have any other badges that don't give dodge. So this complicates things a little bit, but we can still tell what's going on here. So adding the 4th badge, that would give me, if they did not stack, 1300. But as you can see here, my dodge rate from battle badges is now 3.1%. Actually, it's 4.2%. Those were equal. Why are they no longer equal? The reason they're no longer equal is because of this little bit of dodge here that you can see, and you can tell if I equip a different one with a little bit more dodge, it's actually still 4.3, but that one has significantly more. Let's see if we have a different one we can work with here. That's the wrong set. Here we go. This would still leave us at 1342. But now suddenly we're at 6.9% and 3.1. So the dodge rate on the top of the badge actually creates the variance in the percentage in there. So the percentage in there is totally coming from this here. And if I was only getting 13.42%, I would not be getting 3%. In order for me to get 3.1%, as I said earlier, I would need to be getting 1800. But because I'm getting 1900 here, I'm actually getting 3.1%. So that means no matter what badge set you're using, whether it's a normal badge set or an event badge set, just because you don't understand how the numbers work doesn't mean they don't stack. Do some research. You might be surprised. But there you go. Enjoy.